The NFL tried to hype up the Stafford MVP narrative this Sunday, with a primetime event for the league's newest darlings in LA. However, Tennessee's defense crashed the party, ripping up the Rams' game plan and making a statement win on the national stage. Despite losing the league's rushing champion, the Titans sit atop the AFC thanks to a combination of underrated talent and great coaching. The Titans have given opposing quarterbacks hell over the last 4 games, racking up 13 sacks at a 30% pressure rate. The key to this? The stunt play. Much like the offense uses pick plays to create an open man, the stunt play uses a pick to create a free rusher. One defender will down block, trying to capture the attention of multiple linemen, with another defender looping around into the gap the first defender vacated. Executed properly, you should have a free rusher at the quarterback. The stunt wrecked the Rams all night. Here, the Titans are running what's called a TT stunt, with Denico Autry attacking the center and A-gap, and Jeffrey Simmons looping in behind him. Watch Simmons first engage the center as to not allow him to load up for Autry, before looping around to attack the B-gap. Austin Corbett picks it up well, but the stunt was too much for Brian Allen as Autry blasts through him, meeting his teammate Harold Landry in Stafford's lap. The stunt was again used to create pressure when Stafford was backed up, leading to the ugly interception from the end zone. This time, they run the loop, which involves multiple down blocks. David Long stood up in the B-gap, forcing the right guard to account for him and not shade towards the stunt. Both Autry and Bud Dupree slice inside, aiming at the center and guard respectively, with Jeffrey Simmons looping around them both. Simmons comes from so far away, Andrew Whitworth never sees him coming, and he's straight through to the quarterback. Stafford tries to force one away while getting spun, leading to a great opportunistic pick by David Long. They love to use the stunt on 3rd down, where lines are asked to protect for longer, giving the stunt a greater chance to develop. Here, the stunt is inside between Landry and Simmons, with Landry attacking the center and Simmons going behind him. Again, Simmons makes sure to engage the center first, so Landry can get a clean shot at him and shove him out of the way. The block ends up as more of a bull rush, and even though the left guard picks up Simmons, Landry is through to bring down Josh Allen. And again with the loop play. Landry is going to loop inside Simmons and Autry to attack the A-gap. Now watch Simmons use his rip move to hook the center, opening up the free lane for 58. Of course, all this means nothing if you don't have the talent. And the Titans have 4 guys who can get home. 3rd in the league in sacks, Harold Landry has been the defense's most consistent performer this year, recording at least half a sack in all but 1 game, making his presence known to quarterbacks and running backs alike. Here, he demolishes Chiefs left tackle Orlando Brown with the speed rush. He's too quick for Brown out of the blocks, throwing away his hands and ripping underneath him as he turns the corner, racing his teammate Bud Dupree for the sack. The number one thing that wrecks offensive game plans is interior pressure, and the Titans have 2 guys who can create havoc. Jeffrey Simmons is finally getting some love in the national media after a monster performance Sunday night, and Denico Autry is having a career year. No fancy moves here from Simmons, just a straight bull rush, dumping David Edwards into Stafford's lap before he can get to his second read. On 3rd down, Autry is going to come up big with the sack. Rushing from the 4-tech, Denico wins the leverage battle, getting underneath rookie Trey Smith with the rip move and driving him back. Great job to disengage here too, attacking Mahomes with a 2-arm tackle, not letting him escape. The last of the 4 horsemen has had the fewest sacks, but has been instrumental in the Titans' shape-shifting scheme. Offseason signing Bud Dupree. He's only had 1 sack, but that doesn't mean he hasn't been affecting the game. He was responsible for the pressure that caused this awful interception from Wentz. Like Landry, Dupree is versatile enough to play the Joker role, either tearing off the edge or dropping into coverage, opening up new possibilities to create confusion. Working in tandem with the line up front, The secondary has been excellent at creating confusion by disguising their looks until the last second, leading quarterbacks to hold onto the ball and allowing the rush to get home. The Titans' philosophy is create pressure with 4 rushers, ranking 26 in blitz percentage. But this doesn't mean that you have to rush the same 4 every play. Elijah Molden is going to follow Cole Beasley on the motion here, making it look like man coverage. But this is just to fool Allen, as Molden actually comes on the blitz, with Landry dropping to form a cover 3. The disguise forces Allen to hesitate, missing Sanders on the curl, allowing pressure to get to him, forcing him to scramble. Pre-snap here, the Titans are presenting Stafford with a cover 2 shell, but the defense is pretty ambiguous. Right on the snap, Dupree is going to drop to the hook curl and cover 3, and David Long is going to blitz to become the 4th man in the rush. The Rams' protection was not ready for this, and Long gets through, forcing Stafford to step up, leaving him late on the corner route to Kupp. Here's the same coverage against Buffalo. Once again on the snap, David Long is going to blitz, although this time it's Harold Landry's job to drop to the hook, and Kevin Byard comes down to replace David Long's zone. Zach Moss picks up the blitz well, but it's enough to force Allen to leave the pocket. The Titans have done a great job of rolling their zones to the trip side, forcing Allen to ground it. And while this play does not result in a pressure or turnover, I think it shows just how well the Titans are coached. Pre-snap, this looks exactly like cover 1 man. But on the snap, Chris Jackson bails from the inside slot to the deep half as they shapeshift into a Tampa 2. Wentz thinks he's got Pascal one-on-one with a linebacker, but Jackson makes a crazy good play, wheeling back around to blow up the shot to the post. Glowing on tape, the secondary is led by star safety Kevin Byard, who has held together a rotating cast while still playing at an all-pro level. 31 reads the game at lightning speed, possessing jets of equal velocity. Playing the middle in the cover 3 here, Byard comes up with the game-winning pick. He recognizes what the Colts are trying to do immediately, with Pascal clearing out the near side 3rd defender with a go, allowing Pittman to run the crosser into the vacated space. Byard is reading this the whole way, leaving his zone and stepping in front of the receiver for the INT. Here's a sequence that shows just how well Byard reads the game. This is on the first drive in the Rams game. The Titans are in cover 4 against the Rams 2x1 formation, and the Rams have the perfect play called to beat it, attacking the flats with the outs, leading to an easy completion for Stafford. A few drives later, and the Rams come back to the same formation in a very similar play. It again seems like the perfect call with the Titans in cover 4. However, Byard knew what was coming. He knew that Stafford knew they were in cover 4, and he knows that the weakness is in the flats, so Stafford is going to take the quick and free yards. Byard abandons his quarter, reading Stafford perfectly, stepping in front of the ball and taking it back the other way. And here he shows off the wheels. Mahomes scrambles out when he can't find anything, and watch Byard track him down from his deep half position on the other side of the field. Not just tackling him, but stripping him in the process. Byard is so much fun on tape, we've got to come back and cover him later this year. Having beaten 4 straight playoff teams from last year, the Tennessee Titans rightfully sit atop the AFC standings. And with only 3 games left against teams with winning records, the Titans are absolutely in the hunt for the 1 seed. The loss of Henry is a huge blow, but the King has not ruled out a return during the playoffs. So for now, it's over to smart coaching and a balling defense to carry them through. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button. If you want more football straight away, why not check out our latest videos on Baker and Odell's feud, or how King Henry gets the ball.